Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Here we go. This is my book review session. So, I'm Tika Rofiana with student ID 1240104104072. Today, I will review the book that I have read before. The book is a reference book. The title is English Language Teaching Methods, Tools, and Techniques by Dr. M.F. Patel and Pravin M. Jain. This book is published by Sunrise Publishers and Distributors, Jaipur, and published in 2008 with around 191 pages. Maybe you are curious what is this book about? As an English education student, I think this book is really useful because it explains how English can be taught in a more structured and professional way. It doesn't only focus on theory, but also introduce methods, tools, and techniques used in real classroom. So, in this video, I will briefly introduce what this book offers and why it is useful for future educators. This book is basically a practical guide for English language teaching, especially in situations where English as a talk as a second language. It doesn't just focus on theory, but also shows how teaching can actually be applied in real classroom practice. So, it feels more useful for future teachers. It also talks about the role of English as an international language and why it is important in school learning. English is widely used in a global communication, right? So, learning it becomes really important nowadays. And then, the main goal of this book is to help students develop the four basic English skills, which are listening, speaking, reading, and writing, using proper teaching methods and techniques. And then, this book covers several key areas in English language teaching. First, different teaching methods, from classical to modern ones, such as the grammar translation method, direct method, bilingual method, and situational method. These methods show how English teaching has developed over time. And next, second, different approaches in teaching, especially the structural approach and communicative approach, which focus on how language is organized and used in communication. Third, guidance on teaching prose, poetry, and grammar, with practical ways to make literature, grammar easier for students to understand. Fourth, tools and techniques in teaching, such as visual, audio, and audio-visual materials, including overhead projector, language labs, and computer-assisted language learning. And fifth, language skill development, especially reading, writing, listening, and speaking, which are the main skills students need to be mastered. And sixth, teacher competence and evaluation. Teacher competence refers to the skills and qualities that a teacher needs in order to teach effectively, such as managing the classroom, selecting appropriate teaching methods, and supporting students' learning. And then for evaluation, the book explains different ways to assess students' learning, including oral, written, and practical tests. It also discusses different types of test items such as objective type, short answer, and essay questions. And then next, the target audience of this book includes English education students, teacher candidates, English teachers and lecturers, as well as the teachers who want to improve or review their teaching methods. This is because the book focuses on English language teaching. It covers important topics such as teaching methods, classroom approaches, teaching techniques, language skills development, and student assessment. The book has several strengths. First, it covers a wide range of English language teaching methods, from traditional to modern ones, which helps reader understand how teaching approaches have developed over time. Second, it provides practical guidance for teaching, especially in areas like grammar, reading, and writing. The techniques are quite clear and can be applied directly in the classroom. Third, it also encourages the use of visual and audio materials, which can make the learning process more interesting and easier for students to understand. However, the book also has some limitations. First, the content is mostly based on the education system in India. Some parts may not fully match other contexts like Indonesia. Second, since the book was first published in 2008, it focused more on traditional tools and doesn't really include modern digital learning technologies like AI or online learning platforms. Third, some parts of the book are quite theoretical and dense, which may feel a bit difficult for beginners to understand at first. This book can be seen as a roadmap for future teachers. By reading it, we don't just understand what to teach in English language teaching, but also how to deliver it in a more creative way so students don't get bored in class. It also helps teachers create a more engaging learning process so the learning goals can be achieved better and more smoothly in the classroom. And then the book also includes an interesting quote. English is a big key in the modern world. Nah, that means that English plays an important role in today's global communication. It is not only used in education but also in technology, business, and many other fields. That is why English is considered an important skill in the modern world. Okay, if you want to improve your teaching skills and become a more professional educator, this book is definitely worth reading because it provides valuable insight for anyone who wants to grow in the field of English language teaching. So it can be useful reference for developing better teaching skills. If you have already read this book or have any talk about its methods, feel free to discuss it further with me. The last for my presentation. Thank you for your attention. Bye.